Alright. So, screw Destiny. Alright, 5 minutes. Oh goodness, I had a heck of a time troubleshooting this crap. I meant to start this crap 25 minutes ago.
Hey everyone, I'm Latish Glenalden, a live producer on Watch Dogs Legion. Back in October.
There you are. Alright, baby. C3 time. Who's freaking excited? I know I am. Why did you pause? Tool bag. Thank you. Nice. Bloodline, what's that? A Vampire Masquerades expansion? You know, whenever that game comes out, I kind of want to play it. Heard a lot of good things about that one.
How do I tame the deer? How do I tame the deer? Oh, not like that. My bad. Now I feel bad.
Jeez, Jason Brody. Oh boy. Dude, that's the ball game from El Dorado on roller skates in the modern age. Dude, that was cool. Right, you know what? I am going to swap screens. There we go. Now, the stream E3 is right in front of me, and my broadcast screen on my left. Hey, news bar. I didn't feckin' ask for you. Bugger off. Thank you. Valhalla. I gotta play that still. I haven't played the last like 4 Assassin's Creed games. I only played like 5 hours of Syndicate even, man. Excellent point. Other than, you know, Assassin's Creed, Watchdog, and all this other stuff. We might get some Star Wars news. Maybe maybe a Fallen Order sequel. Maybe Battlefront 3 first trailer or teaser. Well, it's that is the wrong screen, my man. Mothermucker. Hey, Dreamer. Take a little time tomorrow.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Ubisoft Forward. I'm Neela.
And I'm Yusuf. We're so thrilled to be back hosting Ubisoft Forward.
Over here.
Over the next hour, we'll be your guides to all the latest news and exciting announcements coming from Ubisoft.
We've got so much in store for you today, including deeper looks at Far Cry 6, Riders Republic, and Rainbow Six, plus a few other surprises you'll find out about soon enough.
Neelam, I'm excited. We're filming this together. We got this gorgeous set. E3 is back.
E3 is back, baby.
You want to see games, so let's get right into it.
Alright, my 2 viewers.
The Rainbow Six operators are facing off against an evolving and deadly threat. You'll no doubt have noticed that the alien parasite has spread to new areas. It's time to suit up and step into the containment zone.
When I'm talking in my regular tone?
Rainbow
Do I sound okay? Let me know, guys.
I used to feel so much peace staring into the heavens until a piece of it fell.
Rainbow Six Extraction. Huh. I have very little forewarning on any E3 news, teases, leaks, allegedly, all that jazz. So if I look stupid, it's because, for the most part, I don't try to get as much information as possible.
It could be contained.
So we'll see what we get here.
But it evolved. So we did too.
One of our own is MIA. I need an extraction team, now.
If there's a way to stop them, you will find it. But I know
I am also
you
on
will
my
find
Xbox
me
on the side, so if I'm walking away.
Okay, this land. Nomad, secure our exit. I'll take out the nests.
And I'll find Ivana.
I have your signal. Too much, but if it gets super boring, I'm gonna play Pitch Halo or something.
We are already out of the nests.
Incoming! Clear the area!
Okay, Rainbow Six, what are you going for?
Stand back!
Okay, they're going sci-fi with Rainbow Six. Looks trippy. I wonder how the fans are gonna feel about this.
Clear! Let's move out.
Well, they've been fighting these creatures for a while.
Clock's ticking.
I found her! Hey, Ivana, hold on.
What the heck is that? Other than totally metal. Gnarly.
I've got company!
Coming through!
Countermeasures!
Check. Make for the exit.
This should be interesting.
Get down!
Well, these guys know how to take cover. That's good.
Ella, look out! I don't have the gun!
Not so fast.
Target the breacher! Now's our chance!
Nomad, blow the door. Cover me.
Easy infusion and destiny.
Hey, you all throwing me a party?
Yeah. Too bad you missed all the fireworks.
Team, it's
San
Ash.
Fran.
We're not done yet. VIP down.
Extraction. September 16th. Current and past gen. Interesting, interesting.
Now, I know you must have a ton of questions after seeing that trailer, and we have answers as well as a full gameplay walkthrough coming up, so hang tight. My name is Richard. I'm your resident community developer coming to you from North Carolina. We're thrilled to be back to give you an introduction to Rainbow Six Extraction.
Ah, 0 viewers. Oh well. Hey, it's good to start with
me
two,
today in Montreal, I have Bruno Lalonde, our lead technical director, and Alicia Fortier, game designer, to help walk us through. Alicia, what can we tell our players about Extraction?
Extraction is a 1 to 3 player co-op experience. You might think you know what you're getting into since there's going to be some of your favorite Rainbow Six operators, but it's going to be completely different.
Colors,
this
man.
time, you're not
eyeshadow
fighting against
matches,
each other.
too.
You're coming together to face an unprecedented, evolving alien threat.
Alien threat.
Some of the operators' abilities, gadgets, and tech should feel familiar to Siege players, but this time, as you progress through the game, you'll unlock new ability upgrades and a whole new arsenal specifically designed to take on this new threat.
So the operators we just saw in that trailer are very familiar, but what happened to Hibana?
She got captured. In Extraction, you're always putting it all on the line. If you or a teammate falls during an incursion, you're gonna go missing in action. You can't play MIA operators until they're safely recovered. You and your squad are gonna have to come back together to get back in there and get them out. every time you go in the
Search and
containment
rescue
zone,
the
you
game?
risk losing all your progress and upgrades. So stay on your toes and weigh every move you make.
TV down.
Balancing that risk and reward scenario is going to be tough. Bruno, can you tell us a little bit more about the alien threat? What is it? Who are they? And where do they come from?
What we know is the Arkeens are an evolved
Bruno?
form of the parasite
Oh, yeah.
that was first detected few years ago during the outbreak event in New Mexico. But a lot have changed since.
Bruno.
The parasite has spread to 3 new regions, emerging in several containment zones within New York, San Francisco, and Alaska. This is what we know so far. Within the containment zones, the alien ecosystem is in a continual evolution, as incubation nests and their sprawling tissue spawn procedurally, taking over different areas of the map and reaction to the player presence.
Consider putting
the parasite
subtitles
is always spreading, always evolving.
I like accents.
But it didn't look too happy about the operators disturbing their new home.
People are clearly going to have a hard time understanding.
Well, the black goo-like sprawl is probably the first thing you will take on.
And scripting.
It spreads to the map once your presence is detected, slowing progress and helping the Arkeens. Some of the other threats you may have seen in the trailer are the long-range spiker, the explosive breacher, the shape-shifting tormentors, and the apex. There's a lot more species of Arkeens and mutations that have been observed. More to come on that very soon.
Thank you both so much for joining me. I'm really excited to dig into more of the details. We still have crossplay to talk about. Yes, that's right. Extraction will bring everyone together regardless of the platform. And for our Rainbow Six Siege community, we have exclusive unlocks for you in both games. Okay, you've been waiting long enough. Let's take an exclusive first look at some gameplay footage. Here is Rainbow Six Extraction.
Got 30. I'm on the third to last page for Season 5.
Welcome to Rainbow Six Extraction.
Close to halfway.
The new tactical co-op shooter game where Rainbow Six operators are dropped into alien territory. In today's walkthrough, we're on a mission to investigate anomalies identified at the Orpheus Research Center in Alaska. HQ will provide additional instructions.
Oh wow,
Data on the
FPS.
parasite's underground network. It
First
keeps
and third
evolving,
person switching,
adapting.
or?
Plant auto trackers on dormant nests.
Okay, it looks like they're taking Siege's approach.
As a squad of 3,
Okay.
Ella, Alibi, and Sledge will use their operator abilities to complete objectives, assist each other, and obliterate Arkeans in their way.
Drone spinning up.
Alright. Okay, this is a cool concept. I'm probably not buying it from
That's a
launch.
grunt. Easy for a nest to incubate and bring to life, not so easy to eliminate in large numbers.
Converge on location. Nice and quiet.
The enemy reacts to intrusions in their ecosystem, including operators.
Eliminate my target.
So stealth tactics are the way to go.
Visual on nest. Place auto trackers for our React scientists.
Auto tracker activated.
Visual hostile.
Auto tracker activated.
The parasite generates sprawl, a substance that connects their whole ecosystem. Alert an Arkean, and a nearby nest wakes up too. Arkeans move faster in sprawl, but operators get slowed down.
Take my guy out.
The squad can use their React light to see bioluminescent properties in Arkeans and in the environment. The contrast helps to better identify targets.
Alright. Okay. They're starting to impress me.
A scientist just gave me the thumbs up. Good job.
Identifying Arkean variants helps the team determine the best approach to take them out. Spotted a rooter. It can immobilize anyone in front of it, so Sledge will swing around back.
Nice. Sound design's pretty cool.
Get out of there before the swarm appears. Don't push your luck.
Ella, go!
That was close. Here, the team can regroup and resupply. Airlock doors will open onto the next subzone, which will be tougher than the first.
We need tissue samples from those Archies, and we need them gone. Use your react blade.
Ooh. I don't like that sound. Boomer! Okay, Boomer. You can see how bad I am at multitasking, watching the stream and playing Halo.
It's right there. React blade, do your thing.
That target is finished.
One down. We're not done yet. That's your target. Don't put it to death just yet. Get that sample.
We've located a spiker. It can fire armor-piercing projectiles. Alibi deploys a Prisma hologram.
Deploying the bait.
Probably.
The squad can use React tech to go further in incursions. The more intel they collect, the more tech they'll have at their disposal to fight off this threat. It's all about teamwork to outsmart the enemy.
Barricade that spot.
Reinforcing the wall.
Creating a choke point is a good idea to increase the arc mine's efficiency.
Eyes on hostile!
There's the shotgun. I feel cooler by association as I'm playing Halo.
That's the React threat sensor. Smasher incoming.
Hey, big boy. Whoa. Fast. Gives me some Pinky vibes from Doom.
That did it. Take out the leader. No leader for the Archies to follow.
Another objective completed.
Archies.
The squad can either exfil at the extraction point to bring home the latest intel, or move to the next airlock. The third subzone will be the most challenging yet. A true test of both tactical team strategy and operator reflexes.
Some Archeans are responding to an elite as if they're communicating. No way we'd let them mobilize against us. Hunt them down until the elite comes out of hiding.
Take out leadership, weaken their strategic military strength in an area. I wonder how much actual spread prevention they'll be able to have over this few minutes. I almost shot at a lead just because he was there.
The lead will show up any second.
Enemy located! I'm compromised! Eyes on hostile! Operator down!
Phase. Or is he navigating? Or is he only able to do that through
an operator is now MIA.
Material, whatever
I don't know if you can hear this, but we're mounting a rescue. Hang tight.
Takes a little while for them to get in and take over a human, apparently. If they're cocooned up, I would expect them to weaken immediately.
You heard it. A rescue mission is underway. React still needs you.
Operators, it's time to unite and stand together against this emerging threat. Squad up with friends in co-op, or step into the containment alone.
Stay tuned for more Rainbow Six extraction intel coming very soon.
If you think fighting aliens is tough, try learning guitar.
Well, that was a segue.
10 years ago, Rocksmith redefined music learning
by introducing
the
I was about to say
console game that
Rocksmith.
taught millions how to play guitar.
Whether you're already an expert or just starting out, Rocksmith has an approach that's for everyone. A fun and interactive way to learn guitar, playing your favorite songs. And in the decade since its release, our community and its impact have only amplified.
This year, let's turn it up to 11 and see what's next for Rocksmith.
Oh, that's wonderful. Is it a new game now? Rocksmith Plus. Alright, is bass support gonna be built in and not an extra DLC price tag? Ever-growing library, that's what I like to see. How much of it do you have to purchase? Adapts to all skill levels. I bet you not crap guitar, the game can pick up accurately. They're expanding it. They're making a community out of it, not just a game. But that looks like a far more effective way of reading the notes come down. Oh, there's bass, baby. It looked like a bass. I think I counted 4 strings. Definitely not an expert, so who knows? Going out with Padre, family traditional vibe. Oh, cute. That's what I want. I want to stand on a balcony and get serenaded. PC closed beta. Interesting. No announcement date. Oh. I'm here for it, man.
I'm Arthur Von Nagel, producer at Ubisoft San Francisco. And Rocksmith has truly been a dream project for me.
Shut up.
As a lifelong gamer and a touring musician,
goodness,
Rocksmith is what I wish I had when I started learning music. And that's why I'm thrilled to share the next evolution of music learning, Rocksmith Plus, a new interactive music learning subscription service available this year. Learn how to play guitar and bass by playing along to master recordings of your favorite songs. Connect your instrument to your PC, console, or mobile device and get real-time feedback as you play. Connecting with Rocksmith Plus will be easier than ever now that you can use your phone as a microphone. Download the app, log in, sync to Rocksmith Plus, set it down, and play along.
I won't need the connection cable.
Now, acoustic players and electric players with amps can use Rocksmith Plus with no extra gear needed. It's a game changer.
All right.
And we're excited to reveal Rocksmith Plus will have a huge amount of songs at launch.
Good.
All songs in the library will have chord charts that'll be perfect for rhythm players who want to learn the foundation of a song to hum and strum along to. We'll still have the note-for-note, authentic arrangements for players that want to play songs exactly how the artists originally played them. And each week, we'll release a steady stream of new authentic arrangements to keep growing that portion of the library. We're also introducing the Rocksmith Workshop, a new tool that lets users create and add their own arrangements for songs we've licensed. Your subscription will give you access to all those songs. More content than ever before, including genres beyond rock. We'll have pop, hip-hop, country, Latin, R&B, all sorts of metal subgenres. We'll have music from all over the world, from big stars to indie darlings. It's the most diverse song library ever seen in music learning software. Rocksmith Plus will still have our proven practice features like adaptive difficulty and riff repeater, which let you practice and learn at your own pace, or slow down and repeat tricky parts until you master them. We've improved those features in Rocksmith Plus and are introducing new ones. Beginner and intermediate players will benefit from more personalized learning, thanks to an enhanced recommendation system and more robust progress tracking. Players won't just see their growth on a single song. They can now monitor their progress technique by technique across the board, and overall offer a better sense of how you're improving over time. Advanced players will be happy to know we're introducing a new Rocksmith tablature view. That way you could take advantage of Rocksmith Plus's song library and practice tools in a format that's familiar and one that will hone your tab reading skills. We're excited to announce that you can register for a chance to participate in our closed beta right after the show. Visit our website at rocksmith.com to get an early look at Rocksmith Plus and help us test and create the future of music learning. Thank you so much to the amazing fans who have enjoyed and supported Rocksmith over the past 10 years. Let's jam together with Rocksmith Plus for another 10.
This is the most hype I've been for anything Ubisoft in a while.
Register now for a chance to play the Rocksmith Plus beta.
Cool.
Summer's coming, and nothing gets Thrill Seeker's blood flowing like bright sun and fresh trails. And Riders Republic will give them just that.
Last year, you got a first look at our massive multiplayer outdoor sports extravaganza. Since then, the project's grown by jumps and grinds.
Riders Republic. Second group up.
Greetings, thrill seekers. This is the Riders Ridge, the Republic's stomping ground.
Ooh.
From here, you can meet like-minded riders.
6 hours of sleep. Why am I yawning?
Manage your career.
I get 5.5 to 6 hours of sleep regularly, and I rarely yawn.
Learn to nail those wild moves.
That might be the low light.
Stay stylish. Share your creations with the Republic. Stay on top of the latest news. And take up some ferocious multiplayer action, like Free-for-All or Tricks Battle, our 6 versus 6 team competition.
Alright, let's see what this is about. Looks like we just repped Forza Motorsport.
So, here's how it works. Performing big tricks on the modules will turn them from red to blue, and every trick you stomp will contribute to your team's overall score. Still with me? Okay. When your team has turned all the modules blue, you capture that district, which will help multiply your score into the big time.
This could be fun.
Progress.
I haven't played anything
to
like
unlock
this.
more content, you gotta earn those stars.
Well, in 21st Century Games, because I did play Snowboard with kids like a month ago.
If you want to be the boss of your own career,
the last game like this I played was like
competition
Tony Hawk's Pro
waiting
Skater.
for you.
Ever ago. Oh no, this looks cool. I don't know. I thought that about it, but I never ended up buying it, so we'll see what happens. It's cool. I hope a lot of people play games like this, because we need more stuff.
Some might say the best parts of the Republic can be found in the city playground. We've got modules that you can slay for days. Maybe you're all about living on the edge. Either way, to progress, you gotta earn those stars. Having the right rig is important too. And we've all got our preferences.
A freaking wheelbarrow on a bike. I thought I had seen it all. Dude, I was just on autopilot, showing up on this bridge. I'm lucky it wasn't facing the other way.
All right, I get it. Sometimes you just want to explore and bathe in nature.
There we go. Pretty seamless, low transition too. Power Series X, baby.
That's right.
Instantly
everything you
the
do
last
counts.
environment of a
Getting those
2010
stars
game.
means more rad to be had, and the Republic will abide. There's always something awesome to do as you reach new milestones and unlock more challenges. It's the Red Bull Joyride, people. It's infamous. It's spectacular. It's the biggest stage of slopestyle mountain biking. And guess what? You can play it versus your friends. There is so much more. More stunts.
I can't imagine riding a ridge
More
like
sports.
that IRL, dude.
More events.
It's trippy, though.
Just more, okay? And a natural outdoor playground for you and your friends to enjoy. any way that you want.
Oh, nice. E.T. callback. Cool.
When we say fun with everyone, we mean it. Look at all these riders. Does this speak to you? Then don't miss out on mass races. Woo!
Okay, that one's fun. Nice, dude. Nice. From that in the yellow. Testing 1, 2.
The Republic awaits you, Ryder. See you soon.
Cool. Betas.
Don't keep the mountains waiting. Riders Republic is coming September 2nd, and you can pre-order now and claim your right to rip.
Okay, so we've seen some of our favorite Rainbow Six operators battling alien parasites, but how's their day job going?
You know, ever since Crimson Heist, we're still trying to clear all those pesky Flores drones off the maps.
Year 6 is off to a blazing start, with Siege passing 200,000 concurrent players a few weeks ago. If you haven't joined in yet, 2021 is the perfect time to drop in.
If you got the right friends, because Siege is not the easiest game to pick up and incredibly hard to manage.
6 years into our journey with Siege, we are humbled and grateful for the enthusiastic community that has supported this growth. So today is all about sharing quality of life developments that will dramatically improve player experience.
With the community growing every day, we've been hard at work finding ways to improve your ability to play with your friends and meet new players. On June 30th, we are unifying our PC and cloud-based platforms with crossplay and cross-progression. That means that any player on Amazon Luna, Stadia, or PC will be able to queue into games together while having a unified account progression.
And for console players, in early 2022, crossplay will be available between PlayStation and Xbox platform, and the cross-progression will be available between all platforms. For these updates, we needed a bit more time in order to prepare and make sure they have a smooth launch.
Bringing these player bases together benefits everyone. It will finally allow you to play with your friends across different platforms. It also means that your progression will now follow you, anytime and anywhere you play.
We know crossplay is a feature a lot of you has been anticipating, and we are thrilled to see the enthusiasm its announcement has inspired. From your amazing fan art to the awesome cosplays, the Rainbow Six community is the lifeblood that keeps this game moving forward.
We cannot thank you enough for your support. It is because of you that Siege keeps evolving and growing.
To wrap up, here's a brand new animated trailer starring Thunderbird, the new Defender joining Team Rainbow. Check this out.
Ready? 6 years ago, I met a pilot. She saved my life.
The thought of getting something dislocated pop back in. Do not like it.
That symbol, what does it mean?
This jacket was my father's. Dagu Wakan, Wichachpi. The Creator's star has many meanings. Love, wisdom, bravery.
Suits you.
Listen, I need to get this bird in the air. You try to get some rest.
You're the boss. What's happening? Shh.
that's it. What happened next?
Why don't you ask her yourself? New projects aren't the only things to be excited about this year. Take a look at the incredible updates coming to our live games in 2021.
What up? Oh, for honor, please, someone revitalize that game. There's got to be a way to make that game popular again. Oh boy, is this Fall Guys car racing?
From the release of the Ghost experience to the latest teammate update, Ghost Recon Breakpoint keeps evolving thanks to your feedback. But that's not all. As 2021 marks the 20th anniversary of the Ghost Recon franchise, we are happy to announce that there are still many more surprises.
Ghost Recon's as old as Halo.
Stay tuned, Ghosts.
Just Dance has always been about connecting with friends and family.
Oh boy.
When you're in good company, there are no bad dancers. So move the coffee table, alert the local homeowners association, and let's get loud.
Please don't be
Hello, my name is Todd Recall, and I'm a singer, dancer, actor,
the way your
director,
hips
and
swayed, I thought you were a woman.
I am super excited to announce that my song Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels is going to be a part of Just Dance 2022.
Face, eyes, thin waist, thick thighs, you, me, you.
It looks fun.
New phone, who this?
But that's not all. Oh no, for the first time ever, the Just Dance team and I are collaborating to give you an exclusive version of my song for Just Dance 2022.
Girl, I don't dance, I work. I don't play, I slay. I don't walk, I strut.
I picture like a Santa Claus.
To me, Just Dance allows people to express themselves through dance and to celebrate who they are and their individuality in such a fun way. Just Dance has transformed millions of lives, and I hope that this song brings you all so much joy, whether you're dancing alone or with a group, to work out, or just to have fun. It's going to be a great time, and I can assure you, you will not just play, you will absolutely slay. The new lyrics were handcrafted specifically for Just Dance, and let me tell you something, they're full of sass because, you know, they were written by yours truly, but I guarantee they are going to give people so much confidence. That's the reason why I wrote Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels, and now it's been Just Danceified. I don't think they're ready for this jelly. I hope you all have just as much fun dancing to this track as I had making it. Oh, and one last thing. You will have the opportunity to be a part of the making of my new video, which will be released alongside the new Just Dance track. For more information on how to participate, darling, just check the link below. We got you. I cannot wait to see you all living your best life and being the most fabulous you have ever been. I will see you all in Just Dance 2022.
Girl, I don't dance, I work. I don't play, I slay. I don't walk, I strut, and then sashay. But I don't work for free.
On top of goodness, there are a lot of songs you can dance to with the membership, which if you like the game, if you like how it plays, you like physical exercise, that membership is totally worth it.
To get our Viking on.
I haven't done it.
It was a big year for the new chief of the Raven clan, but your journey with Eivor is far from over.
I haven't danced very much since... I haven't danced very much in the last like 2.5 years. Not because of COVID, but because of an injury I took to my left foot at my last job 2.5 years ago. Yeah, it's been a long time. Hey, we won the game, yay. Alright, what's Assassin's Creed got for us?
In November 2020, we released Assassin's Creed Valhalla. To our delight, it was the biggest launch for any Assassin's Creed game to date, and we have you to thank for that. Becoming Eivor, a Viking leader going on a quest to fight for a new home, is an adventure that resonated closely with many of you. I certainly had fun exploring England with Eivor and stumbling across unique world events that left me with memorable side stories.
Thank you, Eivor.
We're amazed to see how you dedicated yourselves to the Viking lifestyle. You've led more than 300 million raids in total, and built more than 100 million buildings in your settlements.
I want these kind of statistics for Destiny 2.
Eivor still has a long journey ahead, and we've been continuing to offer free updates for all players to enjoy post-launch. These updates include time-limited festivals, new quests, and even whole new game modes, such as the River Raids update and the Mastery Challenge. We add in community-requested tweaks and features too. For instance, we'll be adding one-handed swords in the coming weeks. The team is also working hard at tackling issues and improving the game experience for everyone. We've been tracking various known issues on our forums, and also shared our complex bug-fixing process in a recent dev blog. We love seeing your continual feedback, and we thank you for your patience and support for the game. On top of regular free updates, we're also building on Eivor's story and the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla through game expansions. Wrath of the Druids released a few weeks ago, allowing players to explore Ireland and battle a mysterious cult, the Children of Danu. In our second upcoming expansion, you'll get to relive the Siege of Paris. This is the most ambitious battle in Viking history, taking place in war-torn Francia. You'll have to do everything in your power to uncover enemy secrets and form strategic alliances in order to safeguard your clan's future. Players may be excited to learn that black box infiltration missions are returning. This means you're given a goal for a mission, but how you'll achieve it is up to you. Expect new abilities, weapons, gear, and of course, new enemies. Watch out for the Siege of Paris coming this summer. Assassin's Creed has long focused on the exploration of history, and we are happy to announce that the new Discovery Tour will be released this fall. It will be free to all who own Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Explore the world and take a deeper dive into the history of the Viking Age. The team has crafted a new experience where you'll get to play as people during the time of Vikings and follow them in their endeavors, big and small, while collecting exclusive rewards. Whether you're an Assassin's Creed fan with a heart for history or a student looking to supplement your knowledge, the Discovery Tour Viking Age will have you covered. Assassin's Creed Valhalla doesn't stop here. For the first time on an Assassin's Creed title, we'll be supporting the game well into its second year. Well, this year will be a very active year for the game. We're already working on more expansions for next year. Something tells me that Eivor is not done with Odin yet.
Is Odin another one of these pre-humanity spirit entities like Juno was in the old trilogy, in the first trilogy?
So you've seen some great games from us, but we also have news about the movies and TV series we've been working on.
Our Ubisoft Film and Television team has some exclusive content to share. Up first is Mythic Quest, the workplace comedy set in a game development studio that's streaming on Apple TV+. If you haven't watched the second season yet, here's a look at what you've been missing before the upcoming season finale.
Okay, I got another one. Okay.
Why do you have goosebumps?
This is an involuntary reaction to...
Being inspired?
I was emotionally manipulated.
What's the difference? That's it. Except, make it about me and not the world.
I feel really seen and heard.
I don't want to see you or hear you.
She played us to get what she wanted.
She inspired us.
She emotionally manipulated us.
What's the difference?
Nice.
Up next is an exclusive look at a new trailer for our feature-length movie, Werewolves Within. It's a whodunit with teeth that'll be coming to theaters June 25th and on demand July 2nd.
Hello, everyone. I am Josh Rubin, the director of Werewolves Within.
And I'm Sam Richardson, the star of Werewolves Within.
Werewolves Within was based off a Ubisoft game, and we're so excited to bring you an exclusive look just for you.
Check it out. Dr. Ellis?
I told you, she's probably tanked.
Touch this door again, I'll shoot. Again.
Dr. Ellis? Getting lost, please. We need answers.
It didn't disappear.
What did you say?
What?
It's not Emerson Flint. It's one of you.
What the hell was that supposed to mean?
Okay, well,
What did her eyeball say?
we don't understand.
Could you please come out?
I'm afraid I can't do that, Ranger Wheeler. You could be one of them.
What is she?
One of what?
A lycanthrope.
A what?
A werewolf.
The roads are effed. Something's wrong with the generator. Also, there's a dead body under your porch.
I'm gonna go get a croissant.
Out of curiosity, who is packing?
If it's rated R, I'm not gonna see it.
Having a good
but
old-fashioned sleepover.
Please be
With guns.
PG-13.
With guns, yes.
Everybody's going, how the heck?
Not littering, I'm just excited.
Not judging, just watching it.
All right, a month of...
Follow Mythic Quest on Apple TV+. And be
then
sure
Black
to
Widow's
catch Werewolves
coming
Within
soon.
this
Oh,
summer.
I'm so
In
excited.
theaters or on your on-demand platforms.
No hero story is complete without a great rival to match them. After all, even the most vile tyrant is a star of their own narrative.
When it comes to memorable villains, no one does it better than Far Cry.
Yep, there we go.
Please, we have to get on that boat.
Abuela, what the hell I'm gonna do with baseball cards?
Do you have any idea what these are worth? Let us through.
Quiet. Marco, always making new friends.
Danny, you're late. Where's Alejo?
He gave up his ticket for his family.
Bullshit. Alejo is an orphan.
Alejo's not going anywhere anymore. Come on, Marco. Let them on.
Vamos.
Good man.
Get out of boxing now.
know what?
Gracias.
Don't worry about it, chamaco.
Here. That's all I've got.
This isn't right, Danny. We should be fighting, not running to the Yankees.
Alejo gave you a fucking gift, Lira. We survive. Same as the orphanage, same as the academy.
What's that?
If we're in such trash, we could have won.
Please, no, this is a fishing boat. Dios mío, no!
Alright, so on Carlo. Is that our boy? That looks like him. Oh yeah, only a man like him would wear such amazing shoes. President Day.
Before
Good.
he was
Oh,
El Presidente,
that tie
me
knot.
papa loved to fish.
Bruh.
We would go out on a boat, just like this, and we would catch the fish and then release them. He would say, it's not always about your stomach, mijo. It's about the challenge. Except when he caught a big, fat, juicy marlin, he was too proud to let that fish go.
Si, Tirano! You have poisoned Yara! You have poisoned your sword!
I have caught a very big fish today. Haven't I, Diego? Diego!
No
Oh,
way.
that's right, the son. That's the kid.
I have caught you, mijo. Now it's time to bring you home.
I don't want this anymore, Papa.
We have no choice.
Let them go. They can work. Make Viviro.
Truth or lies?
Truth.
They could be good workers. They could help rebuild paradise. But if you wanted them to live, you would have never set foot on this fucking boat. 13 years old. And Diego has such compassion for his people. These fish, we will catch and release.
Sure, Boomer. Sounds legit.
You've just seen another disturbing lesson from Anton Castillo, passed down to his son Diego as he grooms him to become the future ruler of Yara. The most important part of crafting a Far Cry villain isn't the fact that they're evil or shocking. It's that there's someone that could sit across from you at the dinner table and charm you into thinking that everything they believe, no matter how twisted or horrifying, could be absolutely true. That's the secret to Anton's power, and we couldn't be prouder to have him join the Far Cry family. Now, when creating Anton, we had quite a lot to live up to. Because when you think Far Cry, you think about its rich legacy of villains. Which makes today a very special day for Far Cry fans. Not only did we get to see into the mind of Anton Castillo, we finally get to unveil some of our post-launch plans. Our dream was to honor the Far Cry villain's tradition and introduce a brand new experience.
I hate how that kind of stuff's the norm.
It is time to see the other side. Go further down the rabbit hole, and it's up to you to find a way out.
What is going on? Who's watching who?
My, what a happy family. RJ, tell your mother and sister to...
You are alive. That is all that matters.
What the fuck?
Peekaboo, motherfucker. Where the fuck am I?
What? Bro, what the heck is this?
I too am a king who isn't afraid to slaughter to get what he wants. In my way.
Oh,
Is this a
dude.
test?
Is this like a villains on villains battle thing?
Then I will not waste it.
You are beyond salvation.
Dude.
Can I have
Oh, it's John Wick.
the definition of insanity?
Oh, what the freak, dude? This looks trippy. What the heck? Bro. Blood Dragon? Blood Dragon? Yeah, dude! Is it a new Blood Dragon style expansion or just like a new... Oh yeah, Blood Dragon HD, Director's Cut.
We're so excited for you all to check out this next game.
Oof, Neelam, I can't wait to get my hands on this one.
Oh, hi there. Oh, here's Mario Rabbids. Oh, that's right, that's a Ubisoft property. Okay, that leak was 100% true. I believed it. Mario Rabbids plus Galaxy. Oh, they're splicing Lumina. Oh, that is horrid splicing. Oh, it's awful. I love it. Oh my god. Nintendo, you mad lads. That is evil. It is kind of cute though. I won't lie. Freaking heck. Master Hand. Go Red Team! Sucker Blue! Screw the Xbox game. I love it. Oh gosh, Rosalina. Rabbit Rosalina. And her own Luma doll. Avengers. Sparks of Hope. And then... Release frame?
The whole team is super proud of this new game, and I can't wait for you to experience it.
It's fair to say that we did something quite surprising with the concept of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And for this project, we didn't want to stop there.
Hi everyone, Mario and the Rabbids are back. And I'm so excited to be back as well today to unveil our new project, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. We are diving back into this unique crossover with even bigger ambition, expanding our universe on a major scale. This time it's not just the Mushroom Kingdom, there is an entire galaxy to save. To do so, you will lead a brave yet reckless team of unique heroes, including some fresh faces like Rabbids Rosalina and other surprises. On their quest to repel evil across the galaxy, their spaceship will bring them from planet to planet. They will be facing a powerful villain, Cursor, an enemy unlike anything our heroes encountered before. But they won't be alone. By their side, they will have their new allies, the Sparks. These surprising creatures, born from the merge of Rabbids and Lumas, will lend their wild powers to our heroes. Their natures and origin are at the core of our story. But let's keep some surprises for later.
After the tremendous success of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, the entire team was moved by the amazing reception from players across the world. We were stunned by the love we felt for this unexpected team-up. We know we've been off the radar for a while now, as we wanted to take the time needed to bring this crossover to the next level. It's not just a new story with new enemies, new heroes. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope has big ambitions. It introduces new action elements into the mix that will push the boundaries of tactical games even further. That being said, we also wish to offer an easy-to-play experience for all players, yet hard to master for those of you that are willing to take the challenge. And you will be able to experience this cosmic adventure exclusively on the Nintendo Switch. We can't wait to tell you more about the game soon.
There is an entire galaxy to save, and we cannot wait for you to experience it.
Pre-alpha. I'm betting on a 2022 release. I mean, it's gonna be spring, probably. It already looks great. Okay, this looks amazing, yeah. Hey, you're having Luigi. What's up, boy? Yep, called it.
So we're not done yet. Let's check in with our CEO, Yves Guillemot.
Hi everyone. As you have seen, we have a fantastic and diverse lineup of games coming soon. And this is just the beginning. Thanks to all the teams at Ubisoft for what they achieved, and for always striving to deliver the best possible game experiences. I'm humbled by their resilience, energy, and collaboration, especially during what has been a challenging year. I'm also proud of our industry's ability to bring together millions of players from around the world to share memorable experiences and moments of joy. This is one of the real powers of video games, and it is what motivates everyone at Ubisoft to do our best. Finally, my sincere thanks to you, the players. We appreciate the trust you place in us. Your involvement in our games communities keeps them growing and vibrant. We want to create original, enriching, long-lasting game worlds. And your contributions, feedback, and support make it possible. We also are proud that some of the biggest names in entertainment trust our creative teams to develop games within their universes. For example, you just saw Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, developed in collaboration with Nintendo, where everyone's favorite Mario and Rabbids characters return for an all-new adventure. And speaking of great partnerships, there is one more exciting thing we would like to show you today. It is a glimpse of the amazing journey that awaits you in one of the most beautiful but dangerous places of all, brought to life by the latest version of our Snowdrop engine. I'm excited to share this first look with you now. Enjoy.
All right, please be cool. Please be cool. Game footage powered by Snowdrop. Snowdrop, I've heard that. What's it from? Not betting on Star Wars. Wait, why am I betting on Star Wars with Ubisoft? That's... What? Dude, an Avatar game? Cool! Alright! I'm already interested. Alright. Nice. Navi look even better than they did in their movie a decade ago. Gosh dang, that was forever ago. Yeah, that came out in 2010. I was in my senior year of high school when that. No, it was probably 2009. I think it was on DVD. If this gets better overall reception than the first movie did, it might look. Alright, that looks like that's it from Ubisoft.
You understand now.
You and I are gonna tear shit up!
Begin the replay!
waiting.
Awesome.
Like I said, man, too much fun.
Thanks to Eve and all of the devs that joined us to share what's new with Ubisoft.
All right.
Today, we battled some Archeans in Rainbow Six Extraction, learned some new songs in Rocksmith, got an adrenaline rush from Riders Republic, lit up the dance floor in Just Dance 2022, visited new shores in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, witnessed a chilling confrontation in Far Cry 6, and teamed up with our favorite man in overalls in Mario plus Rabbids.
Don't go anywhere. There's still more to come in the post-show.
Bye, y'all.
All right. As for the main show, all right. Conduct with local health regulations. Cool. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope they've weathered COVID well as possible. Man, all right. Ubisoft 2021. Scale of 1 to 10. I'm gonna rate that as a 6. That was pretty solid.
Welcome to IGN's E3 Ubisoft Forward reaction show. I'm Brian Altano. This is IGN Summer of Gaming E3 coverage, and here to help me break down everything we just saw are Lucy O'Brien, Max Scoville, and Mark Medina. Welcome back, friend.
I see you.
What happened to Max?
Max,
I'm on the frontiers of Pandora.
On brand.
Max got terribly sick during that show. Remember, you can find all of our Summer of Gaming coverage pretty much everywhere on IGN, YouTube, across social media, even on your smart TV. And for even more, check out E3's online portal featuring virtual booths, articles, videos, and more. Also, want to give a shout out to Jada in the chat. If you're in the chat, go show some love to Jada. Okay, in just a few minutes, we have an interview with the developers behind Mario and Rabbids Spark of Hope, one of the biggest surprises of the show today. But even bigger than that is Max Scoville dressed up as Nithrithriu, one of the famous characters you all remember from 2001, maybe 2011's biggest movie, Avatar: Redemption of the Cat. He's back.
They're
Max,
making an Avatar game. They're actually doing it. Dude, I honestly didn't think this was going to happen. I thought they were going to cancel this or something. This is wild. I mean, I guess they're on track to actually put that freaking movie out next year. And there's going to be a game to go with it, which, if you think about it, we have no idea what kind of game this is exactly. I'm guessing it's going to be one of those kind of persistent games as a service division type things because A, Ubisoft loves that, but B, if you're going to be dropping a new movie sequel every 2 years, that actually really supports that model. You know, you're like, oh, get the exclusive skin of the new villain from Avatar 4 by logging into your, whatever account. But yeah, I mean, it looks gorgeous. They're showing off new Snowdrop footage. It's obviously, it's a next-gen Ubisoft gameplay demo like we always get, and which never, the final finished product never looks quite as good. But, it's a cool proof of concept. Like, so it's easy to crap on Avatar. Like, everyone does it, it's because it's a weird movie about cats with ponytails who, like, ride these weird seahorse things. And it came out, when we were still in college or whatever. But
I think we should go easy on the highest grossing movie of all time.
Stop bullying that monolithic entity. No, it is, like, all jokes aside, like, one thing about it is that it is extremely video gamey. Like, it is, you say like a movie is like toyetic. I feel like in this case, like, it is so built to be an open world game. Like, there's all these weird ass animals running around, and then there's bad guys who have mech suits and different weapons and helicopters, and you can also hijack a pterodactyl. Like, if they just if they like reskinned a Far Cry with giant cat people and mech suits, I'd be kind of into that. But I'm guessing they're going to be doing something a little more ambitious than that. But we haven't seen anything more than like set photos and maybe concept art from the Avatar sequels, which is kind of crazy considering how often everything leaks. So this is kind of cool to just see signs of life at the very least.
Max, which of your favorite specifically by name characters from the Avatar film do you want to see in this game?
I hope the tree is back. I love that big tree that they all go inside and hold hands or whatever they do.
Didn't they burn it down?
I hope this is a prequel and the tree is still alive, that they haven't burned it down yet.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, and it's also going to have mechs and robots, which is great. You're right; it does have a lot of video game stuff in it. You know what? I'll give this game a chance in 2048 when this comes out, and I'm 190 years old. I will play the Avatar video game Frontiers of Pandora. It's going to be a really good time. In the meantime, between now and 2022, we will have another game to play. That is Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. It was leaked earlier this morning by Nintendo themselves. You are still looking at a little bit of Avatar stuff right now, but we will check out some more gameplay in just a second. Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope is the sequel to 2017's, one of the best-selling games on Switch. It's one of the only times we've ever seen really Nintendo sort of relinquish the reins of what other the studios were allowed to do with the Mario franchise and licenses. They let them have guns. And this is interesting because this one is actually going into space. It's going after the sort of like Super Mario Galaxy aesthetic. We've got the Lumas here in bizarre handmade sandbag form, and then in rabbit form, which is very, very scary. This one seems to be opening up a lot in terms of gameplay. You'll be able to sort of like travel planetarily. And also it doesn't seem like it's as grid based. When it popped into some gameplay, it seems a little bit more opened up, a little more open-ended. So I'm wondering if they're moving away from the sort of like kind of specific locked-in strategy approach to make something that's a little more action-oriented. What do you guys think about this?
I hope not. Like,
yeah.
I loved the grid sort of gameplay. I mean, I was not a big XCOM person, and this was kind of my introduction to the XCOM style of gameplay. It was extremely accessible.
strategy in a different kind of way. There's an old PS2 game called Ark the Lad where it kind of was like this, where you kind of had this free circle to move around, and everybody's weapons had this like set way that they would hit, right? And so you see in the footage, you see her throw her boomerang and it hits two different people. So instead of it being this like, oh, I'm behind cover, so you have a chance to hit me or a chance to not, it's going to be more about like moving and trying to find the perfect place to stand to maximize how well your weapon kind of goes. Because I bet they're not showing it, but I bet you're going to see like a line come out of her, and so that's where you're going to try to position yourself to try to do as much damage as you can, versus just everything being a numbers game. I actually see this as a bit more. The other one is the first game gets very, very hard.
Yeah,
it gets very
it does.
hard, just like XCOM does. And so I see this as a little bit more approachable. I also noticed that when they're running around, that's more in 3D, where in the first game, even outside of the battles, it was still very top down, and you were basically still more or less on a grid. This looks more 3D behind the person, kind of run around it. I loved everything I saw. As someone who loved the first game, this game looks awesome.
Like on paper, it's funny, the first game leaked as well before ahead of its reveal, and everyone was like, kind of scoffed at it, but it was super fun. It was an awesome game, and the sequel looks even better. Mark, tell me about Rainbow Six Extraction. Is this what players want with the Rainbow Six franchise? This seems like an interesting new take.
It definitely seems like it's something that it seems like a game mode to me, and apparently it was a game mode back a few years ago, and they were like, "Hey, we're just gonna make a whole game about this." I don't know if it's for Rainbow Six Siege players. I think it's more for people who have thought, "Hey, Rainbow Six Siege looks cool, but I would just get trounced," and so now I'm playing against basically bots when it comes to the aliens. I think it could be a draw to try to get people like me in. I don't know I don't know. It looks cool, but I don't know if it's something I would want. I'm more of a Left 4 Dead kind of, Back 4 Blood. Like, let's just kill some aliens. And this is very like destructible environments and planning and putting cameras in. And
it's a weird move, right? Because like I feel like people who love Rainbow Six Siege are still playing it after 6 years, and they're continuing to support it. And then people who would perk up their eyebrows or whatever, why not just make a new IP entirely? Like Ubisoft is clearly putting a lot of eggs in their Tom Clancy basket, but like, I don't know. This is an odd choice. It doesn't look particularly terrible, but it also doesn't look, it doesn't look, mind blowing or anything. It's definitely one of those like, who is this for kind of products.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree with all of you. We are excited to keep talking about all things Ubisoft, and we've got a deep dive into Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Home. We're actually talking to the developers about that. But before we do, we're going to take a very quick break, so stick around because more Summer of Gaming will continue on right after this.
IGN Summer of Gaming 2021 is presented by USAA Insurance and Army National Guard. Pursue multiple paths while you serve. Reach your greatest potential with Army National Guard. And by the Amazon original movie, The Tomorrow War, exclusively on Prime Video July 2nd. And powered by Duracell Optimum, the official battery sponsor of Summer of Gaming 2021.
Not only is IGN the world's biggest media brand for games and entertainment, but we also have a team of some of the world's biggest fans of your favorite franchises. From breaking news and exclusives, never-before-seen looks at movies and games, to reviews, let's plays, and live streams, IGN brings you all the coverage you need, no matter where you are. Whether you're on IGN.com, the IGN app, YouTube, Facebook, or Snapchat, we've always got you covered. IGN, the #1 source for all games and entertainment fans worldwide.
Everybody loves watching a speedrun of their favorite game, but what if you got a chance to peek into the mind of the developers behind those games as they watch their hard work get completely destroyed right in front of them?
What is happening right now?
That's exactly what happens on every episode of Devs React to Speedruns. We invite you to ride along with the developers as they watch, react, and enjoy some of the craziest gameplay by the most skilled speedrunners on the planet. Tune in every Saturday for a brand new episode.
In a world with non-stop news about Marvel, DC, Star Wars, you need a show with accurate reporting, hard-hitting commentary, and
me, Akeem Lawanson, host of IGN's news show, The Fix Entertainment. Whether it's the latest superhero scoop, film fiasco, or anime announcement, I'll be here covering all the breaking movie, TV, and streaming news that matters most to you. Make sure to catch The Fix Entertainment on IGN for your fix of entertainment news. Let's drop it.
And welcome back, everyone. We're still here in the afterglow of the Ubisoft Forward event, so let's get right back into it. Max is no longer blue. He cured his disease. Tons of new reveals happened today for details of games that we knew about and some new stuff that we want to talk about right now. Max, tell me about Riders Republic, and please don't turn into like a bicycle or anything.
I was going to put on my cool dirt bike hat and do some stunts. No, so we saw this revealed a while ago. I think it was originally slated to be released earlier this year, but that sometimes just doesn't happen. This looks like a way more fun version of Steep. It's basically it seems like something between The Crew and Steep and Trials kind of all mashed together. And I just love how sort of celebratory and wacky it is. You've got apparently first person downhill mountain biking, and just it looks like they've definitely taken that sort of big open world formula and made it into like more of a social space, which is interesting. I mean, this looks like the kind of the sort of peripheral stuff that gets added to Fortnite here and there, where they're occasionally like, oh, we've added new go-karts or whatever, but that's the entire premise of this game, which I'm into. Like, it definitely has some Far Cry in it even, you know, it's just very like over the top, and it's got those Just Dance animal costumes. This looks like the most Ubisoft-ass Ubisoft game ever made, and weirdly I'm kind of into that.
It reminds me of the Wii Motion Plus like pack-in titles where they just drop a ton of people on an island and they're like, have fun, and you're like, all right.
Mark, that is damning praise.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Ubisoft's Woohoo Island, basically. I think that like what they're doing here is really interesting in terms of sort of kit bashing a bunch of different ideas together. We've seen them do this with The Crew, where they go like, hey, if you like vehicles, you'll love this. But this seems a little bit more focused, but also has that kind of, you know, Ubisoft chaos that I think we like. I say I think we like because I don't know if there's like anything here that like screams you'll love this, but it's just enough little ingredients coming together that it could be super fun.
It kind of reminds me of Steep, you know? It reminds me of like a more accessible version. Steep is like super hardcore, right? But it's like, it's winter sports and you can kind of do whatever. And it's like, this seems like a more cartoony, kind of more accessible version.
The word you're looking for is fun. You know. It looks more fun than Steep.
I'll be the one to say it. This game needs blood and tons of it. They can't have this many people crashing down the mountain wearing animal costumes without them exploding in just violent, piles, puddles, and hoses full of blood. We need blood, guts. I'll pay extra money for it. I'm just saying.
I want them to turn loose a bunch of wild animals.
Dirt into the air and masses.
I mean, they clearly have a bunch of like digital panthers and bears and crap laying around. They should just do like for an event, be like, guess what, everybody, you're gonna have to snowboard away from Yetis now, and we're like, oh no, it's ski free all over again. Here we go.
That's when the servers get shut down. They're like, all right, guys, just pull all the levers, unleash animals onto the island.
Lucy, you spend what I imagine to be a lot of time in the sort of afterglow of, you know, a happy hour from home while chipping away at hobbies and a bottle. Tell me about Rocksmith. Tell me about Rocksmith Plus.
And like a more accurate sentence about my personality
Showcase
has
in half
never
an
been
hour.
spoken.
All right, this is going to be one big long stream,
it's true.
baby.
I have tried to play the guitar for about, I would say, about 20 years at this point. Not to, you know, reveal how old I am.
21. You're 21.
I'm 21. I'm 21. I tried to learn very early. But look, you know,
right, back on the cam we go.
Hit the scene at the very sort of tail end of the big plastic instrument boom, right?
Yes.
And it was its whole sort of mission statement seemed to be less about like just, you know, pressing buttons on a plastic instrument and more about sort of teaching you to play the guitar. And then it sort of kind of, you know, like flitted off into oblivion as all of those games sort of did. But what I love is how they've pivoted it. I mean, they've reimagined the whole platform. Yes, it is a subscription service, but if you want to learn to play the guitar, this seems extremely accessible to me. Again, have not tested it. But this seems like extremely accessible. I mean, you can create your own arrangements. It seems very personalized. And it seems like it's a very good sort of tutorial app for people who are trying to learn to play the guitar.
Figure out how to stream better.
You know,
look
for
better
those
on
of us
stream
who
and
have
everything.
struggled for so many years, such as myself, it looks really accessible. It looks really fun. And it just looks like that nice middle ground between like the plastic instrument boom and actually just like, and sort of YouTube, you know, the scattershot YouTube model of like teaching, you know, learning to play an instrument through YouTube videos. I just think this seems really cool. It seems like you can really tweak it to your
18
own
assists.
sort of,
what game mode's good
skill
for
level,
assists? And then 2 comp
and you know,
matches.
watch this space.
You know what?
Like,
Maybe we can
next
co-op
time
those
we
in
have a chat
competitive.
about this, maybe I'll be able to play. I mean, what are the songs that I've tried to play throughout the years?
Probably
So
just
many.
keep
Let's
going
not
with
even get
Halo
into
3
it.
team
But like,
sites.
I
You
love
know,
this.
half
I
decent
really
out on a
think
good day.
it's very cool.
Yeah, I can actually officially confirm that when we do the show a year from now, you will do it entirely in song form with an acoustic guitar surrounded by candles. It's going to be like unplugged. It's going to be amazing. Lucy's going to do it. Lucy, I believe in you.
It's my dream. It's my dream, Alzheimer.
Mark, a brand new open world, endlessly fun Assassin's Creed game was announced today. Just kidding. No, it wasn't. They are actually expanding on Valhalla for longer than they have any Assassin's Creed game prior. Tell me about what's coming new to Assassin's Creed, the old game from last year.
Yeah,
old
so
game.
they started
It's not that old.
thing saying that
That's the thing. That's
Assassin's
just like you
Creed,
think about annual releases.
Valhalla was you know the best received Assassin's Creed ever, and so it's like it's You know, they had said a few years ago that they didn't want to annualize Assassin's Creed anymore. They wanted to take a break, and then
every 2
Odyssey
years
came out, and then nothing, and then
going to
Valhalla,
be way better for the series.
Valhalla was huge.
Valhalla
and so
was better in quality too.
You know, we're all kind of left wondering. So,
Way
are we
better in
already
quality.
going to get another Assassin's Creed this year? And it seems like 100%
2022
no, where they're
policies
going to
will
just
be
keep
the earliest
expanding
they
on
come out.
Valhalla, maybe even into next year. You know, they got the
that's what
Wrath
I
of the
thought. It
Druids,
looked like
and then
For
there's
Honor.
still more DLC, and now there's even more, and then apparently we're going to hell with a possible Ragnarok tie-in. Yeah, this is just
Helheim?
a game that they
Nice.
can just kind of build on for a long time, and if a lot of people are playing it, then I guess that's fine. You know, it is the
2:30 in the
age of the
afternoon.
Viking
All right.
Right. It's
So-
it's bizarre to me that this is their biggest Assassin's Creed game yet. Probably one of the biggest Ubisoft games ever made. I went on like howlongtocomplete.com or whatever, how long to beat, and it's like 120 something hours to 100% this game. So this was never short on content, but for the people that loved it, which, you know, it sold really well, people really connected with this game. It's going to keep giving, which is kind of amazing. They also have this sort of museum mode that has sort of become synonymous with these
Ooh, I
games
got
at this
the
point,
Royal
where you can
Crown.
kind of poke around and learn. I'm less about that. I don't like to learn.
We recently heard that like Ubisoft is pivoting from like making single player adventures to doing more like games as a service, or like, you know, whatever you call it, like the, you know, ongoing support for existing games. And if this is how they're approaching it, I'm kind of into that. Like my first thought is they want to make every game into the Division, but if they're going to just sort of have longer tails for, you know, DLC and more content dropped in a big game like this, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm totally with you.
I think it could be cool. I think you do eventually start to see diminishing returns, right? Like, they can only show the Assassin's Creed Valhalla logo so many times before you're just kind of like, all right, I'm ready for a new Assassin's Creed. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that to get that hype back up, you know, like Watch Dogs Legion has DLC still coming out, but if they all of a sudden were like Watch Dogs 3, that's what gets it back into the conversation. So I think this is cool to kind of like, you know, they built this huge world. Let's now build upon it. But I'm interested to see how long something like that lasts.
Oh,
before
boy.
they're like, all right, we have to show
Oh,
something
you
new.
lucky.
Yeah, it's a tough line to walk. You know, you want to sell new copies of a game that's a hit, but also, you know, how do you service the fans that have been there for a while? That's kind of Ubisoft's whole thing right now. There is, of course, even more to discuss out of this Ubisoft event. We're going to take a very quick break, and then we're going to come back and, you guessed it, do just that. Join us, won't you? Because IGN Summer of Gaming continues with more E3 coverage right after this.
IGN Summer of Gaming 2021 is presented by Army National Guard. Pursue multiple paths while you serve. Reach your greatest potential with Army National Guard. And by the Amazon original movie, The Tomorrow War. Exclusively on Prime Video July 2nd. And powered
Did I see
by
a trailer for
Duracell
that?
Optimum, the official battery sponsor of Summer of Gaming 2021. And presented by USAA Insurance.
Oh, you fudge stick. Oh, you a dick.
Not only is
Cock
IGN the
bag.
world's biggest media brand for games and entertainment,
should
but we also have
I
a
should
team of
have
some of the
killed
world's
you.
biggest fans of your favorite franchises. From breaking news and exclusives, never before seen looks at movies and games, to reviews, let's plays, and live streams,
Oh, man,
IGN brings
we are
you all the coverage you
garbage.
need, no matter where you are. Whether you're on IGN.com, the IGN app, YouTube,
I'm half of
Facebook,
our
or
team's
Snapchat,
kills.
we've
You know what?
always got
Just-
you covered.
I'm gonna
IGN,
feed 'em.
the #1 source for all games and entertainment fans
No,
worldwide.
I oughta.
In a world with
It's not gonna
non-stop
speed
news
things
about
up.
Marvel, DC, Star Wars, you need a show with accurate reporting, hard-hitting commentary, and
Me, Hakeem Lawanson, host of IGN's news show, The Fix
Oh,
Entertainment.
I have to wait just
Whether
a
it's the
month
latest
to see
superhero
her
scoop,
again on the
film
big
fiasco,
screen.
or anime announcement, I'll be here covering all the breaking movie, TV, and streaming news that matters most to you. Make sure to catch The Fix Entertainment on IGN for your fix of entertainment news. Let's drop it.
If you're not following IGN on social media, what are you waiting for? We're constantly updating our feeds to bring you the latest news, gameplay, custom original content, the best user-generated videos and art, memes,
F off.
and a whole lot more. Be part of the conversation throughout the year. Follow IGN on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Snapchat.
What's up, everyone? everyone, Sydney here to bring you a little update about the future of IGN on YouTube. We've been listening to your feedback, and it seems like some of you are more into games, while others are more interested in movies and TV. So we got to thinking about it and decided, why not both? Our main channel will still bring you all the biggest news, reviews, previews, and trailers to keep you up to speed on the most important highlights. But if you only want games content 24/7, head over to IGN Games. Movies and TV more your thing? Check out IGN Movies and TV. More channels, more of the stuff you love, more IGN.
Welcome back. I told you that break would be short. I didn't lie. We're back to wrap up our Ubisoft post show. Before we go, we have some other stuff to talk about. We didn't get to Far Cry 6 yet. I do want to talk about Far Cry 6. I'm tremendously excited for it. First of all, Giancarlo Esposito is one of the best actors in TV history. I'm very, very excited to see him joining the ranks of Far Cry villains. We also got some details today about the sort of season annual pass thing. It seems like a whole bunch of villains are coming to this game. But for now, let's talk about Far Cry 6, what it's bringing to the table. Are you guys excited for this? Because I cannot wait.
I'm extremely excited, but I do think that, you know, the sort of the main celebration here of Far Cry 6 was the playable character and just Brody is a freaking, you know, the playable villains as post-launch DLC figure is so exciting because Far Cry in the last several years, you know, the selling point has been these evil villains, and these villains played with such, you know, authenticity and charisma. And I'm really intrigued to find out what sort of playing as these villains mean and how interesting that will actually be. And of course, there's the Blood Dragon, you know, that comes, like, playing Blood Dragon comes with the season pass as well, which is fantastic. I just feel like this is Ubisoft leaning into all of the all of the best parts of Far Cry in the last several years. You know what I mean?
Which is super cool because it's not really the most like cohesive franchise, right? Like all the games sort of exist in a vacuum. Yeah, they're not really connected narratively or anything like that. But there are highlights when you think back on the lineage of this series, and a lot of the villains, a lot of the locations, a lot of the key moments and craziness, and Blood Dragons are really all part of it. So I'm really happy that they're taking all of that and celebrating.
We didn't get a mention of this, but it was just revealed on the Netflix Geek Week that they're doing an animated series set in the Blood Dragon universe, and it's Adi Shankar who did the Castlevania series, and it looks it's called like Captain Laserhawk, which I mean, they announced a bunch of stuff, not just games during the show. I'm surprised they didn't have a little name drop of that, but yeah, I mean, I'm stoked to see more Voss. Like, I think Far Cry 3 is the best, and I'm excited to kill Jason Brody in a way other than just wingsuiting into the side of a cliff, which is something I did a lot.
There was a theory that Giancarlo Esposito's character in this game, his son, was a young Voss. The writers kind of nixed that recently in some interviews, but it is cool to see the Voss connection still happen here. This is obviously, Far Cry 6 is moving back to the sort of tropical location. The Cuba environment is creating a lot of really interesting stuff in terms of like kit bashed weaponry and sort of like found objects that are turned into vehicles and jetpacks and all this other fun stuff. It's scrappy and also tropical and beautiful. Like there's a lot of really cool stuff tonally happening in this game, and I think that they're really just leaning into how zany and fun it can be without going too hard on the serious side, although I think we'll see some of that as well.
Yeah, this whole like sequence here is, it's not really a trailer, it's more of a cutscene from it. Right. Yeah, it's terrifying. Giancarlo Esposito is terrifying when he gets angry. And it's Far Cry is
so
definitely like
to see
the series I think of when you think of like
especially with
memorable villains, right? Like obviously we're getting DLC where they're showing just the villains, and to me like that's the highlight of every single game, And so it's like he is just going to be up there as one of like the best villains in the series. Like he's incredible, and this whole scene is super chilling, and I can't wait to see like more of him. Because it's kind of one of those things where the games start very villain heavy, and then you don't hear about them for a long, long time. So I hope he's peppered in more than we've seen in the past.
I'm also really stoked that they're bringing back voiced protagonists.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's gotten to a point now where the mute protagonist in a Far Cry game just doesn't make a whole lot of narrative sense. Like we're coming up to a sort of like a ludo, I hate this term, like a ludo narrative dissonance. Like it's just like, okay, you're just going to be silent this whole time. And I love the fact that we've actually got like a character to play off now.
Right. No, I mean, to make an entire game from the perspective of like a GoPro, basically, and have you go through all this extreme stuff is interesting to a point, but like putting a personality behind that or multiple personalities behind it, because now you can choose the gender of your characters, is super, super cool. I actually got to talk to the developers of the game and the writers of this game. We will have that video up on IGN in a little while, so look forward to that. In the meantime, I do want to cover off on some stuff that didn't happen today, some stuff that I think was kind of missing. Obviously there's a lot
they all
of
look like
sort of ideas and concepts kicking around at Ubisoft right now.
Probably,
one of the big ones is a game that we've been
Limbo.
looking forward to
You're probably
forever.
playing
We
through
got
them
some news
as
about an
Limbo
anime the
or
other day.
Hell.
Splinter Cell. Where the hell was Splinter Cell? Where is this game? Why have we not heard anything about it? It's been what, 8 years since the last Splinter Cell game? It's been a really, really long time, and that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the sort of the September last year, it was announced that a virtual reality version of like a VR version would be coming out onto the Oculus.
Not rugged enough to do it justice, though.
Game developed by Redstorm.
It just feels
nothing.
Cool.
I'm still surprised. Just like nothing. I mean, you know, like again, with all the sort of emphasis behind the series and all that sort of thing, like it feels like it's still very much an alive property.
Yeah.
So to hear nothing.
Die
to me.
in a hole.
Yeah, they're putting Sam Fisher in other games.
Right.
That's exactly it, right, Mark? Like it's like it's not just that they forgot about this character. That'd be one thing, you know, if you're like, oh, this is a character they don't care about anymore. They're moving on past it. But they keep kind of throwing a little bit of salt in the wound by being like, oh, we remember Sam Fisher. We just don't remember him in the places you want to remember him.
Right.
No kidding.
On top of that, there was also another missing game here, which has now gone several E3s in a row since we first found out about it. Beyond Good and Evil 2, the original one was one of my favorite games on GameCube.
Yeah,
it's
Beyond
awesome.
Good and Evil 2
seeing it rebooted in like this sort of gritty, vaguely realistic style with horrible hairy pigmen a few years ago. It was exactly what I wanted to see. That E3 demo was amazing, incredibly ambitious, totally over the top, still gone, still not here. This is obviously one of those games where I feel like they scoped it bigger than it needs to be. I was saying in the pre-show, I would love for this to just be like a single player, story-driven game, and I have a feeling they want to make it this, you know, whole big games as a service thing to justify the cost of the engine and all that fun stuff. I would rather just the game just comes out. I don't know how you all feel about this.
Yeah, I don't see this. I don't see this ever coming out. This is like
it's not gonna.
It seems like again super ambitious. Michel Ancel, who was behind it, is no longer at Ubisoft. I think now runs like an animal sanctuary or something. This is, I mean, what they showed off made it look like they were sort of setting up to build sort of a next gen, you know, Destiny-like, almost a little bit of No Man's Sky in there, of just this massive. I mean, to create an entire galaxy is a bit of an undertaking, which is weird because again, it stems from like a fairly straightforward, you know, single player adventure from a long time ago at this point. We've seen there was the earlier tech demo prior to the one that was shown at E3,
garbage
which
Halo now.
Yeah, I think it leaked a while back. It's like I feel like this is just constantly going to be, you know, they're going to be cooking it up, and it's never going to come out. And if it does, it's going to be kind of one of those, you know, come and gone. Yeah, it's a bummer because it looks really, really cool, but I
assisted, so that's okay.
Not even a mention of it doesn't make me really have the most faith in this.
Now, Max,
I agree, and like I just sort of feel like it's you know, the original Beyond Good and Evil was not a commercial success. Its sort of DNA is like completely opposite to what Ubisoft's whole vision of its company is these days. So I have no idea where they're going to go with it. I'm unsurprised that it wasn't here, although I'm disappointed. And I agree with Max. I just don't know if we're going to
Spawn killed with a stick.
It makes
Are you
makes me wonder
kidding
if it's just one of those things where I don't know anything about the franchise. I never played the original, and so seeing that trailer 3 years ago, I know that like it hit a lot of people really hard. They were very excited to see it. I felt nothing. I was just straight faced. And so it makes me wonder if I'm not alone, if I'm actually more common than you would think. And you know, they kind of tested the waters. They put out this thing. They put the creators on the stage, and then they kind of poke around, and they're like, okay, this actually isn't as hype as we think. There are certain people that I could also be very wrong, but it's very strange to like stealth cancel this game, which seems
69
like to be happening. I don't know. It's very strange.
Well, the first game was a sleeper hit, so we'll see if the second game ever comes out. Hopefully it'll be like an actual hit, but that's years from now, potentially. There's also Division, Star Wars, lots of, irons in the fire for Ubisoft. But for now, that is all the summer in our picnic baskets for today. Thank you so much for joining us. IGN Summer of Gaming continues with
Recon
tons more
scum.
exciting E3 coverage, like the Gearbox stream coming up in just a few minutes, and also showcases from Xbox and Bethesda, Square Enix tomorrow, and beyond. So much awesome stuff for all things Summer of Gaming, including a full schedule. You can find our coverage everywhere at IGN.com, on YouTube,
Gearbox,
social media, and even additional content on E3's online portal featuring virtual booths, articles, videos, and more. To my cast right here with me, to the production crew, to all the people watching, thank you so much. Stick around because IGN will be back with more right after this.
There's just no way Gearbox is going to be like a 10 out of 10 kind of stream.
IGN Summer of Gaming 2021 is powered by Duracell, the official battery sponsor of Summer of Gaming 2021, and presented by USAA Insurance and Army National Guard. Pursue multiple paths while you serve. Reach your greatest potential with Army National Guard. And by the Amazon original movie, The Tomorrow War, exclusively on Prime Video July 2nd.
Close.
If you're not following IGN on social media, what are you waiting for? We're constantly updating our feeds to bring you the latest news, gameplay, custom original content, the best user-generated videos and art, memes, and a whole lot more. Be part of the conversation throughout the year. Follow IGN on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Snapchat.
Looks like we're all going for the easiest possible kills. That was an interesting pose to be stuck in midair. Come on, that burst went right the freak out right on his head. What the bull crap, dude? Seriously.
In a world with non-stop news about Marvel, DC, Star Wars, you need a show with accurate reporting, hard-hitting commentary, and...
Me, Akeem Lawanson, host of
I
IGN's
am
new
looking
show,
forward
The Fix
to
Entertainment.
all of the
Whether
Phase
it's the
4
latest
Marvel
superhero
movies.
scoop, film fiasco, or anime announcement, I'll be here covering all the breaking movie, TV, and streaming
Still gotta go
news
see
that
Cruella.
matters most
Maybe
to
I'll
you.
do that
Make sure to
Monday
catch The
before
Fix Entertainment on
after
IGN for your
streams.
fix of entertainment news.
So I am off work for the E3 streams. Oh gosh.
Competition brings out the best in all of us. Well, mostly.
Oh, that's a controller break.
That's unfortunate.
One more kill.
Welcome to
Four
IGN
more
Compete,
assists,
where we
dude.
bring you the stories
I was at
behind the
18. I got 14 assists in one
From
Halo
the
3.
triumphs
takes the game
to the hardships to the miracle moments that will go down in history.
And I only got 8 actual kills. 8 kills.
It's all here on IGN
Holy
Compete.
balls, I suck. Alright, 16 minutes and counting to the Gearbox Showcase. That's one more match of this.
Yo, welcome back. I told you that break would be short. We are back to wrap up our Ubisoft post show, but before we go, we have something very special for you, an interview with the amazing developers behind Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Let's check out a deep dive of this awesome new game. Let's take a look.
Tom Marks from IGN here with Xavier and David from Ubisoft to talk about Mario plus Rabbids
nice.
Sparks of Hope, newly announced. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a very exciting announcement. I was a huge fan of the first game, and
you cannot handle
obviously
the
that
spaghetti.
first game was it felt like sort of something special that it existed at all, right? Nintendo trusting an outside third-party developer like that with Mario seemed like a very big deal at the time. So first off, I just want to ask, did you ever imagine when you were making the first that you guys would be able to make a sequel? And how does it feel to be trusted with Mario again like this?
Yes, it's been such an adventure.
That was not a freaking assassination and you know it!
2014. Okay. I don't think we ever thought where we would be today. It's incredible because it was just, the whole thing, it was an accomplishment. When we started to think about this, it was crazy, it was weird, it was also unexpected from the genre and what we did with the franchise.
Okay, someone kill that freaking prick!
Nintendo. And when we see the amount of players today, and everybody is super excited, loved what we did in the past. Yeah, it's incredible. It just proves that novelty, creativity, weirdness, all of these can be truly linked to success. And, we're very proud of that. And
douchebag.
So now we want to expand, and we have so much to say still. So very, very excited.
David, obviously, I think everyone remembers that sort of iconic 2017 announcement, right? The reveal of the original thing, seeing Miyamoto on stage, and kind of how emotional that was. Is it a great feeling as well?
Shoddy sniper,
to not only know that
bag.
Nintendo was so excited about it, but fans were so excited about it that now this sequel is coming out as well.
Your strengths. That's how the game
It was
goes.
the greatest feeling ever, because I remember very well as it was yesterday.
Man, we were getting absolutely wrecked. And it's actually a pretty balanced scoreboard on there too.
Los Angeles, I said to my team, "Oh my God, this is not going to work, guys. Sorry, what we have done. No one will love the game." I was so scared that at some point I was not being reasonable anymore. And the love that we received instead were like so overwhelming that I couldn't take it anymore. Like I basically cried out of happiness.
Yeah, you need a shotgun to watch your back, you pussy.
Apart from being able to work with Nintendo, I think that over the years, also with the DLC, because we did the DLC on Mario Plus Rabbids called Donkey Kong Adventure, where we try to expand the boundaries of the tactical genre even more, because Donkey Kong was going all over the battlefield, grabbing enemies and throwing them. I think that we built super strong relationship of passion and enthusiasm with our players, that has been the real driver for us to then jump on sparks of hope.
That's my goal,
to
is
make
just
the game
end of sprees.
so ambitious as it is today, because we basically expanded the team from 100 people to more than 300, so we welcome more the new studios such as Chengdu,
one of the most
Montpellier,
heavily
and they are
unbalanced
helping
games of
us in
Halo I
Milan
have
and Paris
played
to win the game.
ages.
So yes, I think that all the love that we received on those years, it's like a fuel for us to.
Gosh dang! Are you ever? No, of course
new.
it's not running out of ammo.
Let's talk about Sparks of Hope specifically now, because this is what we're here to talk about. Is the direction you went with this game, and obviously the comparisons to Super Mario Galaxy are clear enough, both with the Lumas and Rosalina and that sort of stuff.
Oh, you survived by the skin
the Mario
of your
universe
teeth,
is
you
expansive
lucky
and
SOB.
weird and varied and goes all sorts of places. So David, I'm curious, what made you go with the direction of that sort of galaxy space adventure for this sequel?
When we started developing the game and creating the game, our first thought was, okay, it's a spiritual sequel of Mario Plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, but we are not designing it as a sequel. So it's still a sequel in a way, because
come on guys, we're close. Just get whiskey, lad. Just kill him and don't give him a perfection. That's all we need to do.
Heroes are back. So, but the Mushroom Kingdom alone was not enough. So the whole universe of Mario Plus Rabbids has been expanded on a cosmic level.
He's off to a BR.
A journey
to
see
lucky
the
SOB.
players and the heroes to go.
I think that guy got a
planet
perfection. Let's check the
explore
scoreboard.
planet and fight to save it. So
Oh my
there
God,
are for sure
smartphones
some
acting as a scope,
references
isn't it?
to
that thing's inspired by
our
the design of a
past
freaking
game
iron.
and also to Mario characters, but
no
it's
death.
still
What? You
an
got a
adventure
freaking
of, the
perfection.
Mario Plus Rabbids series.
And one of the ideas that I know kind of
Wow.
came clear was the idea that it's not just
Good
a sequel,
job.
right?
I am
It's not
2.5
just more
tours
of
ahead
Mario
of him,
Rabbids,
and
and
he
you guys have
creamed
changed
me like
a
an
lot,
absolute infant.
kind of to that end, where now, in true planet
F
exploration
you, but
style,
good
right?
game,
The
you
levels aren't linear
douchebag.
anymore. You're wandering around these
Gosh,
larger
that was
spaces.
insulting,
So Xavier, I was
dude.
hoping you could maybe tell us a little bit about that. Kind of how big should we expect these planets to be?
All
How
respect for
much
him will go out the
exploration
door
is
if
there
a
in that
single
regard?
bit of hate mail comes
Yes,
through.
as David was saying, the
I'm
space
not playing comp
opera,
anymore.
expanding universe in the galaxy.
I got absolutely
was very
nothing done that
exciting.
entire
when
game.
we
I
came
get a
up with
single
the
assist. I
planet
barely
system,
got 3 kills.
we cannot talk about how many planets we planned so far because this would be spoiling a little bit.
10
But
minutes
we planned
to
a lot of
Gearbox,
planets.
alright.
Where each of them is very different. It has its own story, characters. They are super weird at the same time, and this, I guess, is the expected part from us. So the way it works is you arrive on a planet, and then you explore, you discover, you can go anywhere you want on that planet. So we worked a lot on the agency that we give to the players, depending on what they want to do between activities, talking to NPCs and characters, or doing puzzles, or doing fights. So basically that's the way we've built all the planets in terms of topography and approach. And it's great because it means depending on your style and what you want to do and where you want to go first, it's up to you. So we applied that to all the planets we have in the game.
And the original had also this very kind of classic, almost XCOM-like tactics grid-based system. This now is completely freeform movement, which is I imagine a pretty huge change mechanically in terms of how you guys are creating the game and making it all work.
They always get the perfect tool to
I'm
kill
curious,
me
were there
ASAP.
any sort of
no matter what I am armed with.
Did anything pop up that was kind of unexpected problems or led to some sort of unexpected creative moments in making that switch from grid to freeform movement?
With the Mario Plus Rabbids game, we always aim to surprise the player no matter what. We did it with the first one and we continue.
I rarely
doing
even
it
get
with
the top half of
DLC.
Scoreboard.
And as I was saying before, even if this is the spiritual sequel, we never design it as a sequel, but a new take on the tactical genre. So really, in this game, we were aspiring to push the tactical boundaries even more to provide a renewed combat system to
I'm
players.
so salty.
So we basically
I hate this
redesigned
game
the
sometimes.
whole combat system with the focus on the fluidity and the action offered by the possibility to move the players, the heroes, in real time. So you still have to move within an area of movement. So you still have the limits of movement, but in that area, you can, for example, control Mario directly behind the cover, and then
I might have to get that game.
Attack preview and directly see in game the end result of what you are doing. So in Mario Plus Rabbids, you are looking at the levels of the enemy, they were changing numbers. Here, if you open up the attack preview and the enemy is within range of your attack, you see them being scared. So everything is more reactive, like a small cartoon. We wanted to open up this possibility for the player because we believe that being so swift in combat is going to be crucial to have a very nice and fluid experience. But still, the game is a tactical game, is built on the foundation of Mario Plus Rabbids as a tactical game. So you have all your elements to evaluate your position, to evaluate
why is that guy always getting kill rods?
Tactical cam,
I'm getting sick of this. RNG always gives certain people the same weapons, but I never get a solid loadout, ever. Why does RNG always screw everyone other than me that hard?
Is opening up new possibilities.
Or me harder than everyone else, like literally everyone else.
We had to check between
it's ridiculous. I get a plasma launcher, they get rockets and fuel rods. It's faster, more direct. I'm going to get killed by a fuel rod again.
So
I guarantee it.
This work was indeed a challenge, and that's what we're working on. And we believe we have something quite fresh. So,
and of
that's
course,
part
by
of
someone
the
who's decent enough to hit me
well
with it.
For us as designers.
If the tables were turned, I would not have been able to kill him.
Approach between the two.
And Xavier, one of the things you also mentioned already was this idea of, when you're exploring the planets, you're talking to people, you're doing puzzles, and you kind of are like more carefully engaging. Like when you go to engage in a battle, one of the big differences now is you're not just fighting that.
A needle rifle.
Now that it's not this linear progression of levels, you get transported to this other battle map. So I was wondering if you could talk about why that change came about and why you aren't just fighting people where they stand this time around.
We wanted to give the this agency that I spoke about to
Screw
players.
you.
So basically having
Bullpucky,
good
man.
information in exploration of what is happening between the activities or the threats,
Oh, I hate this
and the
game.
threats being the enemies. But not just the enemies, we also have what we call darkness.
I
tunnels.
want a bag.
Those
I want
are
a bag
darkness
so
elements
bad,
that
but
are really impacting and
that's
consuming the energy of the planet.
That's not a skill. That was mostly
And basically,
timing.
as soon as you touch an enemy or
It
a
was
darkness
very
puddle,
close
for
timing,
instance,
but too.
you're indeed transported to the fight. And then we can be super creative in terms of what we present in the battle, in terms of the structure, in terms of what we show to the player as well. It's always reminiscent of what you saw in exploration, but then we can go crazy over what we give to the player in terms of the battlefield and the topography and different options that you have on the battle. So that's why we went for that. So it's all about the rhythm of what you want to do on the planet.
Fight around the homies.
And David, last question. Obviously, we've talked a lot today about
3.5 minutes.
how you guys are changing the formula, how you're
Gearbox,
making
who's
it fresh
ready?
and new and surprising. But I'm curious, was there anything that made its way into Sparks of Hope that you were maybe hoping would even go into the first game that you just couldn't quite fit or couldn't quite make work, that you're now have sort of found a home for in this sequel?
When we are developing a game, especially when we were developing Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle and Sparks of Hope, we always produce way more than what we can really develop.
Let's take a page off his
In terms of concept art, we come up with tons of idea. In terms of narrative elements, we come up with a lot of proposal. But then you have to realize all of that. So for sure, let's say that it's like writing all your best
I was
idea
barely better than the
on a
bottom
bunch
of the
Post-it,
scoreboard.
and you throw
Barely.
it in the air.
That's how bad
and the
I
one
am.
that sticks on the rooftop are the ones that
shopping
you keep in the
Animal
game.
Crossing.
So there is always something that is deep in your heart you would like to save for another game.
Performance 2250.
There
That was
was
garbage.
a couple of stuff that we have been able to
challenges?
save
No
this time, but this will remain as a surprise for now.
That's totally fair. I'm very excited to finally get my hands on Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope whenever it does come out later next year. But thank you so much, Xavier and David, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. It has been an honor.
IGN Summer of Gaming is powered by Duracell Optimum. All summer long, we're bringing you the game announcements,
Give me
developer
out.
reviews, and all the demos you care about.
We're gonna play this game.
So get comfortable and get ready to play.
Duracell. Dude, that crisp frame rate. Quality on this video.
Upgrade your Xbox controller with Duracell Optimum batteries today.
Summer of Gaming is presented by the Army National Guard. So let's check in with our gaming guardsmen and find out what they
Maybe
thought
I'm
about
losing
Ubisoft
because I have
Forward.
dabs set
What's
to my
going on, everyone?
freaking
I'm
call
Cam
tag.
Lemonby, a former Army sniper, currently working full-time as an esports manager for the Army National Guard.
Nice,
All right,
dude.
so we just finished the Ubisoft Forward, and one title I was not expecting was Rainbow Six Extraction. And holy crap, it looks awesome.
Rainbow
so
Six
it is a
Quarantine
three-player
allegedly
co-op,
was its
essentially
working title
siege
until COVID.
shooter with these amazing seamless executions. The gunplay looked great. It looks like there might be maybe some larger missions if an operator goes down and you're going to rescue. I don't know. I'm just really excited to see where it goes. And as we get more info, the biggest thing though, as you know,
Yeah, we got a nut, we got Cap, and we got
I
John
cannot
017.
freaking
How can we
wait.
lose?
And it has crossplay, which
Oh, we got
it's
God's
2021.
righteous man
Every game
along with the
needs
chief.
to have crossplay as standard. I'm super excited and I cannot wait to learn more. So, what did you think of the Ubisoft Forward? Let us know in the chat. I'm Cam Lemonby from the Army National Guard, and you can find us both here on Twitch.
Good change in elevation. That's very, very.
Oh, hey
smart
there!
control.
Summer of Gaming still here because we will never ever leave you. At least this
Hey,
summer.
hey,
This
dude,
fall,
shut
though,
up. Gearbox
you
is
are
supposed
on
to
your
be on.
own. It's gonna be Mad Max out there without us, and good luck. All bets are off. Anyway, the IGN community is a lot more calm than we are, and they had a lot to say about the Ubisoft Forward. We will check back in with them in a second, but for now, we're going to check out the Ubisoft
All right,
Forward
there's
that we just
another
saw.
reward point. Wait, what? all right, hang on.
You've got the gaming chair,
Okay,
the gaming headset.
Gearbox now.
Now all you need is the gaming battery. Upgrade your Xbox controller
Please
with
give us
Duracell
Among
Optimum.
Us 3.